Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to speak about how can you utilize Azure OpenAI's Vision API to ask questions to your images. So in order to get started, make sure that you have your Azure subscription active and you have already created an instance of Azure OpenAI, in which, to be specific, we are looking forward for GPT-4 model because that is the one model which is having Vision API. And not every region is having this GPT-4 with Vision API enabled, so make sure that you are referring the documentation to select the proper region to get started with this. So I have already created an instance of Azure OpenAI, and once the instance is created, we need to write just few lines of code so that we can make a call to API. So in my case, the first of all, what I'm doing here is I'm setting the configuration in my configuration file, which is nothing but our API key. So it's completely on you whether you are setting it in as an environment variable or you are reading it from some external file. So in my case, I'm reading it from config.env, and that's why I'm utilizing .env values. So you can follow the same thing if you want. Next thing is I'm importing base 64 because every image which we are using has to be converted to base 64. So this is my image path, and using base 64 library we are generating our encoded image, and then I'm utilizing the header. So in header we need to set the content type and we need to pass in the API key. So this is the same Azure OpenAI key which I have already set in my configuration file. And like I said, you can read it through environment variable or you can set it through any means you want. So once this is done, and the reason why I'm setting header is because we are going to make a call using REST API. So for that, headers is one of the parameters. Next thing is we need to set up the payload. So payload is the one which tells to API that what is the text for our system role, what we are setting as a user role, what user wants to say, or what query user wants to ask, along with which image he is referring to. So all these things will be part of our payload, and if you will see here, it is just a JSON structure wherein I have enabled the OCR and the grounding, and here is the messages. So we are using chat completion, so that's the reason we need to define all the roles here. So the very first role here I'm saying is the system, and you can see here the content type is text and this is the description. So you just define what this assistant has to do and we are good to go. Second thing is the user role. So now the important thing here is user role is going to take two things. The first one is the detail about your image, and the second thing is of text type, which is the query user wants to ask. So these two has to go together under this user role. And the third thing, which is part of the this payload, is the temperature, or the top parameter and the max and even the penalty parameter. So these are the parameters which are optional and you can set it if you want. So it may contain like other parameters. Like I said, penalty is one of the key parameter, or the presence parameter. So all these things you can set it over here. So I'm going to execute this cell as well, and then I'm going to make a call to the REST API. So this is the endpoint which got constructed, and here you can see, so this is the endpoint, then OpenAI, the deployments, and the name of the model which we are using. Then we need to add extension, chat completions, and the API version. So once these all things are combined, we will get our endpoint, and that endpoint is we are going to use this endpoint to make a post call. So endpoint, we need to pass in header and we need to pass in payload. So once everything is in place, we should be getting a response. So now this step is going to take few seconds, and then we can expect some response. So this is the entire response. Here you can see the ID, which is auto generated. Then you can just verify the model, which is GPT-4 in our case. Then what are the prompt filters, what kind of content it is. So all these things you can read it from here, and the most important thing which we are looking for is the choices. So under choices we have the content, and this content is having the detail about our question which we just asked. So let me extract this detail here. So this is, so like I said, describe that image. So my image was about a fruit kept on a wooden table. So this is an image featuring several green mangoes arranged on a wooden cutting board. Let me quickly show you if I can open it over here. So this is the image I just generated using Bing, and I have used the same image, and this is the description of that image. So you can see how nicely it came up. Now right now I'm experimenting with just one image, but in your case, if you want to try the same thing with multiple images, then you need to pass in all your images under the user role itself. So make sure that you are forming a proper JSON before passing it to the API. So that's all I have. Now one question would be, before you experiment with this, you may also want to just try out in the playground. And if you're not sure how to do that, I would recommend you to watch my first two videos. So in these two videos, I generally spoke about how you can do the same thing in the playground. So you can just experiment it over here with few images, and if you feel that you are getting expected responses, then definitely you can go ahead and write few lines of code to generate the responses like this. So this is the code which you can integrate in your chatbot or in your application or wherever you want. So that's all I have for today, and thanks for watching.